Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Chris Barber, and today in this session we're going to cover the deployment of Microsoft Viva into Teams. So our goal is to cover the actual process surrounding the deployment, the downloading of the required PowerShell script, the running of that script and providing it the required information, and then uploading that package that's generated from the script into Microsoft Teams so that we can then see that within the context of Teams. So with that said, let's get kicked off. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to head over to the URL that I've put into the description of this video. And what we're going to use this for is actually to grab the PowerShell script that Microsoft has provided for the deployment of Viva Connections. So this PowerShell script is going to generate that zip file that we will then upload into Microsoft Teams and deliver as a part of that package. So once the page is loaded, we'll scroll down a little bit and you'll see the step-by-step actions for how to deploy Viva Connections into your environment. We'll head over to the third bullet, which is going to be create a Viva Connections app package in PowerShell. We'll click on the Viva Connections PowerShell script link, and then the file will download automatically for you. With the PowerShell command now open that we downloaded from the Microsoft site, we're going to go ahead and run this as an administrator. The script itself has several placeholder prompts that will ask you to input information to generate the zip file required. First, it'll ask you for your home or hub site that you'll make the primary site associated with Viva Connections. Next, it will prompt you to authenticate to ensure that you have the necessary credentials to complete the actions. We'll then need to name our application. This is going to be prevalent throughout Microsoft Teams and the Admin Center as the name that we reference when attempting to utilize Viva Connections. In that same vein, we're going to go ahead and add a short description. This is going to be 80 characters or less, and then we'll have a longer description that is going to be around 4,000 characters or less. We can then link our application to our organization's privacy policy and terms of use if you all have those in place by keying in the URL and hitting enter, or you have the option to take the default Microsoft policies just by hitting the enter key. We're then going to enter some organization specific information such as the org name and the public website. For this, I'm just going to link out to google.com for our purposes here. Next step in our Viva Connections process is to select two logos or icons associated with your application. So the first that we're going to select is a 192 by 192, and that's going to be your larger colored icon. One recommendation I have for both of these is to make sure that the background is transparent so that it shows well. With our icon selected, the PowerShell is then able to run successfully and output the zip file we need in order to upload that into Microsoft Teams. Now, I personally like to do this via the Microsoft Teams Admin Center so that I can also control the application policies associated with it. To upload our application package, we'll navigate to the Teams Apps section, select Manage Apps, and then locate the Upload button. With that button then selected, we'll locate the zip file that we've downloaded to our machine as a result of that PowerShell, select that file, and the process will begin to upload. On successful processing, we'll navigate back to our Teams client and see if that application has presented itself. To do this, we'll click the three ellipsis dots on the bottom and select More Apps. Application was published successfully. We'll then see that in the Built for Your Org, and we have the ability to add this to our rail. As with any Teams app, we can pin this or unpin this from that left-hand side rail and also use application policies in the Teams Admin Center to control who sees those icons and where they're currently pinned on that left-hand side. So now taking a look at this implementation of Viva Connections within Microsoft Teams, we'll see that our navigation across the top of our screen has come in just as it would natively in SharePoint. And if we click on the rail icon for our application, that the menu and news is also presented to us. All right. So in just over 5 minutes, we were able to successfully download our script from the Microsoft websites, run the script, providing it the necessary information, and then using the Teams Admin Center, we uploaded that application package into Teams. We then viewed all of our Viva Connections package, the news, the sites, the navigation within the context of Teams. Now keep in mind you could upload this using the Teams clients. I prefer to do this via the admin center just so that I have control over the policies and some other security items and administration, but the preference is all yours. In the next session, we'll cover the prerequisites and some things to consider when rolling out Viva Connections. But in the meantime, thanks for watching everybody, and I'll catch you in the next one.